That's the first thought that hit me when I saw them together. My friend Shadi, laughing like nothing happened, while Tolu, the man I loved, held her hand like she was the only woman on earth. Betrayal is a heavy thing, but when it comes from the one you call sister, it is a pain that's cut deeper than a knife. My name is Chioma. I am a Lagos girl through and through. Born and bred in the hustle and bustle of the city, where the traffic never sleeps and the street food smells like home. I am a 28 years old graphic designer, trying to make a living one pixel at a time. Life wasn't always easy, but I had Shade. Shade was my best friend, or so I thought. She wasn't just my friend, she was my sister from another mother. We met 5 years ago in university when I caught her stealing my pen during an exam. I caught her red-handed, and instead of getting angry, I laughed so hard that she thought I was crazy. That moment broke the ice, and from then on, we became inseparable. Shade was everything I wasn't. Bold, funny, and always ready to take a risk. She had this charm that could sell sand to a desert man. And trust me, Lagos is full of desert men. But Shade had been through rough times before she met me. Her family wasn't around much. Her parents were abroad and she was on her own. One rainy night, Shade showed up at my doorstep, soaking wet with nowhere to go. Her apartment had been flooded and she had lost her job just few weeks before. Without thinking twice, I let her stay with me. I even helped her get a part-time job at a local cafe. We were sisters by choice and nothing could break that bond, or so I thought. Our friendship was the kind you see in movies, with all the fun, drama and silly fights that makes it real. We shared everything: clothes, makeup tips, and even the last slice of jollof rice on Sunday afternoon. Shade loved to borrow my wigs and leave them tangled, and I pretended to be mad every single time, but deep down, I loved seeing her rock those styles better than I ever could. One day, Shade convinced me to crash a party she had heard about. Chioma, just one night, I promise, I just want to have some fun, she said with the mischievous grin. We danced until our feet hurt, shared gossip about the latest Lagos celebrities, and laughed until we cried. Those nights felt like magic. I remember the time we tried to cook Nigerian suya for the first time. Shade ended up burning the meat so badly. The smoke alarm went off and we had the neighbors knocking on the door. It was chaos, but also one of the funniest nights I have ever had. But beyond the fun, Shade was my rock when I felt weak. When my uncle passed away, she sat with me all night, wiping my tears and telling me everything will be okay. When I lost my job once, she believed in me enough to say, "You are too good for that place. Bigger things are coming." That's why it hurts me so much when Shade betrayed me. Chioma met Tolu at a tech seminar in Victoria Island. He was tall, intelligent, and had that quite confident thing going. He noticed her sketchbook, complimented her doodle of the presenter, and they started talking. Within a month, they were dating. Tolu would come over on weekends, sometimes bringing wine, sometimes suya. Shade would tease them jokingly, calling herself the third wheel, but it was all love. Also, Chioma thought. Things started changing 6 months into the relationship. Chioma noticed Shade began dressing up more whenever Tolu was around. Red lipsticks, extra perfumes, laughter that lingered too long at his jokes. Once, Chioma walked into the kitchen and found Shade standing too close to Tolu, her hand resting casually on the fridge door, but her body angled toward him like a magnet. Tolu looked uncomfortable, or maybe guilty. Chioma brushed it off. "I'm just being paranoid," she whispered to herself. It happened on a rainy Thursday. Chioma had gone to the art gallery to submit some of her pieces. She forgot her tablet at home and decided to rush back. She opened the door quietly, not wanting to distract Shade, who she thought was home alone. What she saw stopped her breath. There, in the living room, Shade, wrapped in Tolu's arms, kissing him like her life depends on it. Not a peck, not an accident, a full-blown passionate kiss. Chioma's tablet hit the floor. They sprang apart. Shade's mouth opened. Tolu stammered, but Chioma didn't say a word. She turned around and walked out into the rain. I didn't go back to the apartment that night. I walked for hours. No direction, no destination. Just me, the street lights of Yaba, and a pain so sharp it felt like my chest was cracking open. My phone kept buzzing. Tolu 10 missed call. Shade 17 messages. Even Shade's cousin Fumi texted me. Chioma, please, don't do anything crazy. We didn't know it has gotten that far. That far? So they all knew. I finally turned off my phone, sat on a bench outside a random bar, and cried like a baby. Ugly mucus-filled sobs. People passed me by. Nobody asked questions. This is Lagos. Everybody minds their business. I slept at Chisholm House that night. My former colleague turned gym booty. She didn't ask for details. She just wrapped me in a blanket, gave me a bottle of Martina, and let me cry into my couch. The next morning, I opened my Instagram and my stomach dropped. Shade had posted a picture, a selfie with Tolu, both of them in a car laughing. The caption was, "Sometimes the heart wants what it wants." Hashtag unapologetic. Hashtag real love. The comment section was a war zone. Some of her friends were cheering her on. "You two are cute, Joe. Chioma wasn't treating him right anyway." Others were dragging her like a generator wire. "You are a snake. This is wickedness. You stole your friend's man and you are posting it with pride." By midday, someone had even made a TikTok trend. Story time. How Shade snatched her bestie man in Lagos. I became the girl whose friend stole her boyfriend. Even my design client started pulling away. I remembered sitting on my bed, staring at the walls, no tears left, no strength to fight. That's when I did something crazy. I packed every gift Tolu ever gave me. The wristwatch, the sneakers, even the silly love letters, and I took them to a street artist in Surulere. I told him, "Turn these into something beautiful." A week later, he delivered a breathtaking mural, a faceless woman with a cracked heart, holding a burning rose. It went viral. Suddenly, my pain became art, and my art, it became healing. One day, as I walked past a cafe near Lekki Phase 1, I saw Shade. She looked smaller, tinier, like someone life has slapped. Tolu was nowhere in sight. She looked up and froze. Our eyes met. For a second, I saw something in her gaze. Maybe regret, maybe shame. She opened her mouth, but I shook my head and kept walking. She doesn't get to speak anymore. I rebuilt my life, started a digital art class for young girls, booked exhibitions, got invited to Abuja for an art festival. I learned how to cook again for myself. I danced to Asa in my living room without fear of judgment. I laughed loudly, dressed how I liked, and slept without wondering who was lying next to me. I didn't just move on, I evolved. In this life, betrayal doesn't always come with a knife. Sometimes it comes with lip gloss, a shared plate of jollof, and a fake smile. Some people will laugh with you during the day and plot your downfall at night. They will call you sister, ride or die, my person, but the moment they think they have found something shinier, they will forget all the years you held their hands through storms. But listen well, when someone betrays you, Don't let it turn you bitter. Let it turn you better. Turn your pain into purpose. Turn your tears into teaching. Let them watch you grow from the ashes they thought would bury you. Shade lost more than a friend that day. She lost the only soul who ever saw her as family. Tulu? Well, let's just say the street doesn't keep anyone warm for long. A man who can kiss two women under the same roof will one day choke on the lies he built his house with. And Chioma, oh, Chioma became the storm they didn't see coming. She didn't just survive, she evolved. Because the greatest revenge is rebuilding yourself in silence until the same people who broke you are forced to watch you rise. So, dear listeners, guard your cycle, trust your instincts, and remember, no matter how sharp the knife of the betrayal is, it can never cut the future that's meant for you. If you were in Chioma's shoes, would you ever forgive Shade? Or is betrayal like that unforgivable no matter what? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I really want to hear what you will do. This is not just a story, it is a warning because somewhere right now, a Shade is laughing with you and texting your Tolu behind your back. These are not just stories, they are mirrors of life carved from the heart of Africa. If today's tales move you, make you laugh, think, or even shed a tear, then don't let it end here. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and become part of the Noble family, where every story holds a lesson and every voice matters. This is African Tales by the Nobles, where our stories live, breathe, and teach. Till next time, keep your heart opened, your spirit grounded, and your ears ready for the next tale.